Paneer butter masala is the stuff legends are made of. This amazingly rich, creamy paneer preparation is an absolute restaurant favorite, and it's easy to see why. I'm going to show you how to make this wonderfully creamy paneer butter masala today, except my recipe doesn't have any need for added food coloring. So I'm going to start by putting a quarter teaspoon of turmeric and a quarter teaspoon of chili powder with some salt on 200 grams of diced paneer. And just toss that together to coat it really nicely. What that's going to do is give the paneer a really lovely taste, but also seal it with some lovely spices. Now, while that's sitting, I'm going to get about a tablespoon of ghee to heat on high, and we're going to saute the paneer pieces. While your ghee is warming up, you might want to soak your fenugreek in some warm water. Fenugreek adds a wonderful bitterness that just cuts through the sweetness of tomato really well. And what the hot water does is helps rehydrate them and create a little pocket of flavor for you. Now, your ghee is hot. It's taken about a minute or so, and at this point I'm going to toss in the paneer pieces and get them to seal so they don't fall apart later when they're cooking. Be careful of this because paneer does sizzle when you saute it. What I tend to do to prevent it from hissing and spitting everywhere is loosely cover it and take it off the flame to actually flip it over so it's evenly cooked. You also want to make sure that the flame is on a medium rather than too high, because whacking the flame up makes it spit even more. So in about a minute, I'm going to take it off the heat and gently flip it over to the other side for it to cook evenly. I'm going to bring this back and let it cook on the other side for about a minute. In the meantime, I'll take you through some of the prep I've already done. I've got 4 tablespoons of tomato puree here, which I've stirred through with 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt and a cup of water. And then here, I've mixed a heaped teaspoon of coriander with a quarter teaspoon of chili powder and a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, and I've mixed it with water so that it doesn't burn the minute it hits the pan, and I'll show you why in a minute. I've also, in a microplane grater, grated about 2 teaspoons of ginger and 2 teaspoons of garlic. Your paneer is now done. What I do is take the pan off the flame and slowly and carefully, because this thing's going to spit and hiss, put it back into the little bowl it came from originally. Now bring that pan back onto the flame, and this ghee now has all those amazing, that chili powder, that turmeric, it's got a lot of flavor. Drop in a bay leaf. And as that sizzles up, I've got here already 2 teaspoons of ginger and 4 cloves of garlic that I've just, with a microplane grater, grated really finely. I'm going to add that in as well. Just give it a little mix to get those amazing purees, ginger and garlic purees. Well, it's almost like a puree. To saute in that lovely buttery ghee. Within seconds, you don't want this to overcook, add your stirred spices, the coriander, chili powder, and turmeric. Just look at that. And it smells absolutely incredible. Really, really powerful. Give that a good stir as you mix the spices into your ginger and garlic and ghee, of course. Now we're going to pour in our tomato puree and yogurt mixture. Try and get as much of this out as you possibly can. Stir all of those amazing ingredients together you'll see the tomato puree mixture turning a darker shade of red, and that's exactly what you want. We haven't even added any food color because we don't need to. Now lower the heat to a simmer. So while the curry is simmering, I'm going to get the cashew cream going. Now, cashew cream very simply is raw cashew nuts blended with either milk or water. I'm going to use milk for this recipe because it adds to the creaminess of the dish. So I've got about 10 cashew nuts here and about a tablespoon of milk. I'm going to give that a good mix to get a paste. Now I'm going to drop in the paneer pieces which have been sitting and waiting for their moment. Raise the temperature just a little bit to a sort of simmer to medium. Stir those paneer pieces into this curry really, really nicely. Add the cashew cream from in here. Give the whole lot a bit of a stir. Now add your kasuri methi that's been soaking, along with the little leaves, the water and the leaves. And finally, before you check for salt, I'm going to add in a little tablespoon of butter just to finish things off. Let your butter melt into that amazing, rich, restaurant-style curry. Then add some salt to your taste. About 5 minutes of simmering later, this will be ready. 5 minutes are done, so I'm going to take the lid off now and see what's happening inside. And just look at that. Oh, beautifully soft cubes of paneer, amazingly thick and rich and day glow paneer butter masala. Not a single food color inside. Artificial one anyway. I'm now going to spoon that into a dish ready for me to tuck into. There you have it, amazing restaurant-style paneer butter masala. I'm going to finish off by just dropping into that some raw cashew nuts, crushed. Enjoy this with a hot buttered naan for full effect.